All right, so bet we pulling back up to Westeros where the Targaryen civil war is brewing and it is about to get ugly. All right, so we joined the prince as he's up in the north.
They don't do it because they want to be famous, rich, wave their hands in the air. They make music because they love it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back. It's your boy Ian, aka the Super Casual Dad, and today's episode is going to be packed with excitement. I'm going to be diving into the season premiere of House of Dragons Season 2. It's been a long wait, and we're all excited to get back into the series. I'm going to give you a reaction and breakdown of every epic moment of Episode 1. And then yesterday was Father's Day. My wife has prepared a series of heartwarming clips of me and my kids. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to be reacting to it right here on camera with you. And then, gamers, stay tuned with your boy. I'm going to be going over some upcoming gaming releases you won't want to miss out on. And then, we're going to break down a tutorial of how you can use your cell phone to make the best 4K video with the highest quality audio so you can get started on your path on YouTube today. All right, so stick with me. Let's lock in and get into it. All right, so bet we pulling back up to Westeros where the Targaryen civil war is brewing and it is about to get ugly. All right, so we joined the prince as he's up in the north, just making sure that his alliances are secure, and Stark reminds him that they never forget their oaths.
Starks do not forget their oaths, my prince.
Out the gate, they had to let us know the homie made it and he did not drown in the water. Grandma then pulled back up to the crib, and Damon is more than a little bit hot. He's mad because Rhaenyra has disappeared and she's in grief, and he feels like he's been left to fight the battles by himself. Grandma basically said, Mama gotta do what she gotta do and you acting like a goofy. Damon tried to make her do some slickness on the side, and she said, well, I would if he was the king, but you not, and pimped smooth off on him. He felt some type of way about that. Meanwhile, Buddy over here struggling trying to be a boy king. He don't know what he doing. He promising things he can't deliver, and the hand just trying to get control before they go broke. We finally pull up on Rhaenyra, and baby girl is not doing well. And how else would you be when you scouring the land looking for any piece of your child's body? Boy, that could not be me. She pull up to the scene and all these people scouring her son's accident site like they done found a lucky charm. All y'all would have heard was Dracarius all up and down the beach. After getting what she needs to get her closure, Rhaenyra finally headed back home to deal with the Targaryen civil war. They're coming at her from all sides and it's about to get real, and she only has one thing on her mind. Man, that episode was so crazy. It just left us with so much, and it also opened up these new characters that are coming into the story with the Starks. And then we got the queen. We don't know what she's over here on. Damien's over here plotting and scheming behind Rhaenyra's back and just making things probably worse. But it's just, oh man, it's gonna be a great season. I had to sit here and actually like get my thoughts together on just kind of where I see the kind of trajectory of what the plot lines might be. It's looking like Rhaenyra's military strategy is definitely about to come into question. Is she gonna send the dragons out? Is she gonna try to give a more peaceful approach? You know, how is she feeling after she burned her son's clothes at the, I guess, effigy funeral type thing? It looked like, hey, she got smoke on her mind. She trying to get hers. And then I see that Allison over here, she got these supporters and she's trying to do all this political maneuvering, but what power do she really got? Like her sons just say, hey, we not going with you, we not listening. It's raps for her. And she already tried to basically say that. She was telling the hand, hey, you gotta stop undermining me, bruh. Like, these my kids. You telling them this and that, they're not gonna listen to their mom in the future if you over here constantly undercutting me. Which for a woman in them days, that's definitely, it's looking ugly because realistically, she kind of is already showing her hand. Like, we already know that she don't got too much power. That one little homie that want to be like the hand's hand, he basically over here pimping her out to see her feet for information. She's weak and she just go with whatever gets her to the next level. Man, then throw on top of it Damien and his betrayal. You know that's gonna get back to Renara, and it's like, how is she gonna take it? Is there gonna be some dissension among the ranks with them? Because you can tell he really want to be in charge, and this side fiddle thing don't seem like it's suiting him the way he wanted to. So that's definitely gonna be something to watch. Something else I noticed when Buddy was breaking into the house to commit the act at the end, he saw the prophecy on the wall. And I wonder if maybe pieces of that start to leak out or people are trying to understand that a lot more to try to see where that's going. And they kind of hint at that when Stark is talking about, man, you think my ancestors built this wall to keep out some little fighting, little horde type people? We trying to keep out imminent death. Winter is coming type. So maybe there's something more that we might learn about the prophecy that they may have knew all this time ago. I think one of the things I'm probably most excited for is what are we going to get from this first dragon battle? Everybody's basically saying violence has to happen, smoke has to be had, the fade must be run. We got homie over here with the biggest dragon, and then we got Rhaenyra and they whole squad of dragons, and it's like the teamwork. Is it going to be enough to take down the biggest dragon in the land? Is homie even going to be able to control him, or is he going to pull a Charizard and just go crazy again? It's like everything is all up in the air and all over the place. All I know is things is getting spooky in Westeros and it is about to go down. We got everybody coming from every different direction with all these different storylines. I tried to keep as many of the big spoilers out of this as possible. There's a lot of plotting and stuff already going on behind the scenes. If you've already checked the episode out, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will catch you next week for the next episode. All right. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, stepfathers, guys who just show up for their kids. You're appreciated. I'm sure your kids appreciate you. I hope you had a great Father's Day. It's been, man, a crazy week as a parent. Got into a situation last week where it was like some strange guys hanging around the therapy center. And I don't know why I thought I'm the one who needs to be the deterrent to keep them away. But luckily, it just worked out, man, and kept a couple of parents and kids safe without anything happening. But it's just like, man, for a second, myself and my kids were in danger. And to be honest, it didn't look like if something would have happened, anybody else would have been able to help. So it's just like you got a duty to keep your own kids safe, but at the same time, it's like everybody needs a safe space, and you got to stand up for people who can't really stand up for themselves. And people are just crazy out here. It's like it was like two like meth head types trying to like bust in our windows to try to probably get at my kids' iPads because I didn't have time to put it up because I didn't want them to see me try to like put some because they looked like they was just on one when I pulled up. And it was just weird. Like it's just so surreal when things is actually happening and you're in a situation where it's like my son has to get picked up. I got to get through these people to get to him with my daughter. I'm not about to not get my kid because somebody else in my way. And it's just, the world is a wild and scary place. And I'm just grateful things didn't go left. Hope everybody had a great Father's Day. My wife actually prepared a little something for your boy. If anybody knows how I got started with all the TikToks and YouTube, she was the main one editing things, and she has put together a little clip that we are gonna watch. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna get it queued up, and we will take a look. I know it's some precious moments with the childrens. Let's see what we got here. It's okay, little man. We're just checking on you, make sure everything's good. Little man. 3 years. He is so much bigger now. Hello. Hi. Can you say hi? It's like with the autism, you kind of forgot. He was speaking that early and just a lot of that early language just went away. He was so sick of that. That's my favorite, one of my favorite pictures of that time. His little first zoo trip, first trip to the park. It's crazy. It's like since he was that size, he hasn't said dada again. But he just started saying Ian. Like we were watching YouTube one day and he started saying Ian. I think he heard me call myself that. Then baby Lonnie came into the picture. It's like, damn, I really got 2 kids out here. Little thing.
You hear that? Say it. Say dad. Dad. Wow.
That's wild. She hasn't said it either.
Wow.
He loved going to a children's museum. A little smile.
Sissy. Sissy.
That was one of the best videos. I missed the Mustang, man. Crazy that all these are just a couple months old and it just feels like they're so much different already. They love the park. Hey. Damn near forgot we was in that fucking house sleeping on the floor of a 1 or 3-bedroom trying to just stay warm because it had no insulation. That was literally when we first got out here and winter came, boy. I'm so grateful we got to this house. Oh, is that the end of it? Yeah, I think that's the end. Man, that was dope. I appreciate my wife for putting that together, man. It's like we have so many pictures and videos, and it's like you just don't realize how much your kids have grown in such a small amount of time, man. 3 years, my daughter turns 2 in August. So that's just what, 2, 3 months? I'm not prepared, man. They're getting older every day, but definitely a blessing just to be able to be a at home dad and watch my kids grow every single day and just to have life patterned in a way to be able to do that. So I'm definitely grateful. And yeah, man, to another year of being a parent. I just hope there's many more and hope everybody had a great Father's Day. And I will catch y'all on the next one. All right, gamers. So if you've been paying attention, there are a few games coming out this summer that you are not going to want to miss. We're going to dive into a couple of trailers that piqued my interest. A couple of these games come out in the next couple weeks and a couple of few months later. So it's definitely going to be an exciting time for gaming. We're going to start it off with the Elden Ring DLC, which actually drops next week. So you know your boy is going to be playing that. Let's get into it.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
This mode.
There is nothing more terrifying
destroyed.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Earth Tree faithful.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
This is gonna be crazy. I just know it.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
These games are always visually just some of the craziest games.
I presume you, too, are keen to know.
Was that
Just what
a
kind
fire
of
crossbow?
Nicholas doing here.
What's a porcupine hippo?
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now. Touch the withered arm.
Yeah, that's
and
gotta be one of the
travel
new
to
bosses.
realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
June 21st. So we got what, 5 days and that's about to come out? Hey, you know boys is gonna be on that day one. Got to be. All right, so the next game I've got here is, I'm sorry if I butcher the name, it's Kunitsu Game or Gami Path of Goddess. It was something I saw on the Xbox announcement trailer that it kind of looked intriguing, and I try to find any reason to use my Xbox. So it kind of gave me a Diablo 4 feel with kind of like a Neo 2 vibe. It's got a lot going on for it. It looks kind of interesting. Let's check it out. Capcom coming off of Dragon's Dogma 2 into this. I mean, visually, it had me from the trailer. I hope the gameplay is just as good. Plus, any game with samurai, katanas, the Japanese vibe, I gotta check it out. I don't think I ever seen like a samurai game with, well, I guess Neo. I was gonna say with monsters. Yeah, that's Neo. I never played Sakura. I need to go back and play that. The visuals, I know the cinematics are gonna be crazy. so that's what they got for us. And I
Play it
think
day
that
one
game,
with Game Pass.
yeah, it says day one Game Pass, so that's gonna be dope. That's really why I keep a Game Pass, is because I would probably not pay for a game like this. But yeah, so that's July 19th, and that will be out. The next game that I'm actually the next two games I'm really excited for. So if you got a PS5, you know it came with Astro's Playroom or Playground. I want to say Playground. Game was fire. I told everybody when they first started playing their PS5, that is the game that you have to play. Well, the developers said, hey, we got to come back with some more. I think they had some DLC or something to Astro's Playground or Playroom. But yeah, now they're coming out with a whole nother game. Astro Bot is going to be releasing in the fall. I want to say, what's Astro? September 6th. So coming up very soon. It'll be here before you know it. Let's check it out. Astro has to be one of the best characters since like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro for PlayStation. And you know it's going to use all the controls of the PS5. Everything is capable of. I love adventure platform games, so I was sold as soon as I saw they had another one coming. And you know the visuals are always great with them. I love how like they have this definitive art style that's like just a little different than, I don't know, what's that, Sackboy kind of gives that type of vibe, but with more of a robot feel. It's a dope game. Okay, we're gonna get a little Vegas World. It's definitely giving me Sackboy vibes with the giant character. Hold on, was that Parappa? Hey, boss fights with Astro, that's gonna be crazy. Astro in Space, Volcano, Ice World. I know that ain't Thor's, that's God of War X. Coming September 6th, yo. Man, I'm telling you, they're gonna be hitting my pockets this fall. But yeah, I'm really excited for that game. Like, that is up there with the next one. But man, Astro, it just had a special place in my heart. Having a day one PS5, and that's the first thing you get to play. It was just an iconic moment in time for gaming for the PlayStation. All right. So next up, I got Black Myth Wukong. And if you have been paying attention to any of the trailers, this game looks crazy. I mean, it's a perfect mix of all of the different things I love in the video games. I'm not going to do too much. Let's dive into it.
They're mine. glory fades through time in tombs of somber gray. You too want to be an immortal?
Oh, these are actual like immortals and shit. I thought those were masks. You got the actual
Master,
horns.
are there more good folks in the world or bad?
More good, of course.
I
Then
don't know
why
about
is
that
there
one.
always suffering? And why do the bad folks always win?
Because goodness without teeth punishes not. It only
Big fact.
foments evil.
Yo, these
Cleanse
graphic.
the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
I, the keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One.
The destined one who doesn't even know what he's destined for. Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Tell me then, is my kind destined for extermination? You're driven by greed.
Over here locked in, like
So
this is the first time I've seen the trailer.
Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
Hate games with spiders. Oh wow. Yo, that's gonna be fire.
Oh, sweet destiny.
Hey yo, that's gonna be fire. Like, I'm really looking forward to that game. And it's gonna be a perfect like the way that all these games are coming out just after one after another gives you plenty of time to finish one and get on to the next one. I'll still be bringing good content with the F1 series as I'm climbing through the ranked leaderboards. Gonna be diving in, like I said, to the Elden Ring DLC coming up next week. So look forward to those. I'll have some live streams coming as well. I look forward to connecting with you guys on that part of the community. So yeah, I'm just really excited about the games coming out. It's gonna be an exciting summer, and I will lock in with you guys on the next one. Today I'm gonna show you how to create stunning 4K videos with high quality audio using just your smartphone. But first, let's play a little game. Can you guess which one of these video clips is from a professional Elgato Facecam Pro, an iPhone 14 Pro Max, or a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra? Take a look. Think you can spot the difference? Well, stick around to find out if you're right and learn how to make your videos look just as good. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is set your camera settings. I'm going to assume you're indoors, and the first one up, I'm going to check the settings on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. All right, so in your iPhone settings, you want to go to camera settings. Then we're going to record video at 4K at 60 frames per second. Then we're going to scroll down and make sure HDR video is selected. At the top of the Android app, tap screen resolution and pick 9:16 ultra high def 60 frames. And then we're going to turn on auto HDR. All right, so now that we got your basic camera settings locked in, we need to talk about your lighting. There's a couple different options, and we're just going to talk about the pros and cons of each one. See if you can spot the differences in picture quality and motion blur. First up is daylight. Natural light is free, and it usually looks great, but it can be very inconsistent. Next up are your standard bedroom lights. Now these are convenient, but can make your videos look yellow or dim and sometimes a little grainy. A great addition to any setup are small LED lights. They're affordable and versatile, but sometimes they may not be powerful enough to light up larger spaces. Finally, we have studio lights. These are going to be the best for a professional looking video, but they could be a bit pricey. I use both studio lights and LED panels. All right, so you got your cell phone footage and it's looking pretty decent. You got some good lighting on it. You look good, but you want to look just a little bit better. It's a little bit, kind of washed out. So we're gonna throw it into our favorite video editor. I prefer CapCut and I have the pro version, but I will show you some things you can do just in the normal free version to help make your picture look a little bit better. So we're gonna go to adjustment. We're gonna scroll down a little bit here to where it says adjustment. Click and turn on the different sliders. Now, right now, you can kind of tell it's a little orange. So we want to just mess with the temperature and bring it down a little too warm. So we just want to make it a little cooler, make it look a little more natural. And then I know I looked in the camera at the end, so we'll check my face. You can kind of see it's a little saturated. So we'll just take it down just a little bit so it looks more natural. One other thing I can always tell my face is like my nose and forehead with the lights kind of gets a little, not terrible actually in this video, but I will take it down just a little bit. And then you can kind of see how my hair isn't as dark as the rest of the blacks. So you can play with either shadow and that'll help, or you can go to contrast, kind of just a preference contrast and make the overall picture just a little bit sharper. I think I'm gonna go with blacks, always better. And then over here in the edges and on the sides, you can tell it's like not as clear. I like to up the clarity just a little bit. And then we'll just take a look. All right. Not too bad. So one thing that the pro version allows you to do, which I like to do a lot of the times to save me so much time and effort, is they have the ability to color match. So I can take a picture from one of my old podcasts or one of my old videos where I got the colors exactly right, and I can align it with the video that I'm working with. And that will allow me to save all the time from having to use those sliders. So we're going to load that in. You can kind of see how it's dark in the back. The lights pop a lot better. I'm lit up and I'm not like orange and looks pretty good. So we'll hit the OK and boom, you see it instantly takes over. So you go from that to that. Now, let's look at it on the bigger scale. That's a little too strong for what I would like. So what we're going to do, let's back it up a little bit so I can see. We are going to take that down some. How's that look? 48. That looks pretty good, but I feel like my face is just a little saturated. So we are going to individually lower that. And let's see, that looks pretty good. Take it back and boom. So now look at our cell phone footage. It's actually looking like something that we shot from an actual 4K camera. Well, it is a 4K camera, but yeah. And there you have it. You made your cell phone look a whole lot better that quick. All right, so now we've got our video looking great. And now we're going to do what we can to make our audio sound as best we can just from our cell phone. So we're going to dive back over into CapCut. And I have the cell phone audio here. This is the audio from my iPhone camera app. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to take this over. And this is a pro feature. So if you just have the regular CapCut, you can adjust like the loudness, which we are going to hit. But what I'm here to do is enhance voice. And that is going to make us sound a lot more clear and just overall better quality. And then we are going to add a little bass to it to give it a little depth. This is the audio from my iPhone camera app. This is the audio from my iPhone camera app. All right, and then I'll play the original just so you can kind of tell the difference. This is the audio from my iPhone camera app. This is the audio from my iPhone camera app. All right, so just that easily, you can improve the audio of your videos tremendously. And yeah, I hope that helps you out. And I will show you a couple ways that we can improve our audio just a little bit more if we have just a little bit of a budget. This is a cheap USB-C mic that I got from the TikTok shop. It does a really good job to be 10 bucks. It was a lot better performing than I thought it would be. Goes directly into either cell phone or computer. So if you have a little bit of a budget to help step your game up, this is a lot better than just your cell phone. All right, now back to the game at the start. Here are the answers. Were you able to guess correctly? Let me know in the comments below. And there you have it. With just a few simple tweaks, you can start your YouTube channel with pro quality videos using just your smartphone. Remember, it's not about the gear you have, but how you use it. So get out there and start creating. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips and tricks, and I will see you on the next one.